Intersection Bankier Road, Boyd Road. In this video we're going to take a look at this intersection and we're going to drive through it and stop and take a static view as well. So here we are underway as we're approaching the intersection from the south to north. We're coming up. Here's the intersection here as we go through it and through to the other side of the intersection. We will come to a point where we turn around and we will come back through the intersection from the other direction. As you can see, we're out on quite flat, possibly peatlands out in this area. The land is slightly below the road, as we can see. The power poles typically have that lean on them that they get in peat country, and we're coming up here to do a bit of a turnaround, and then we will go back through the intersection from, well, I'm saying approximately south, from north to south. So we're going to just spin around here and head back. I'm trying to get the speed up to around 100 k's so that we can get a bit of an appreciation of how things look and go. So here we go, back along the road again. As you can see, it's fairly flat with quite good visibility in the forward direction. Milk tanker coming here. There are quite a number of milk tankers that use this road, so they are quite large truck and trailer vehicles, so we've got to take account of those and allow for them. So here we are coming up to the intersection right now, coming through, as you can see, coming around through. Oh no, we've come back. Here's the intersection here as we head, yep, that's right, and we're heading through the intersection to the south, and once again we will turn around at some point just up here south of the intersection, and we will end it probably there, and we're going to spin around. And what are we going to do now? This is coming at the intersection from Boyd Road from east to west. So we're coming from the east, coming up to the intersection. You'll note there's trees there on the right hand side. Coming through, and we come up to the intersection. No, we haven't. We've gone. Oh yes, here's the intersection now. Some of the line of trees have been cut down there, like so, and some still remaining. We're coming up to the intersection, and it's a give way sign, and we're stopping there, and then we're going through to the other side, which is Dawson Road, which takes us through to the other intersection that we'll study, but we'll just go along here a little bit. You can see there's the double yellow line there indicating no overtaking, so obviously visibility is not too good there. We come through to this line here of ginger plants, and we will turn around at that point and come back. There we are, we've turned around, and now we're coming back towards the intersection along Dawson up into Bankier Road there, and it's a compulsory stop from this side with the little island there and the stop sign, and then we'll go through that intersection, possibly through the intersection down Boyd to where we were before, and we're going down there, the line of removed trees on the left hand side, and then the big line of trees there. I don't quite know why the trees were removed. I don't know whether that was a road issue there or the farmer just wanted to open things up a bit, but we'll see. So that brings us to there. Now the next little bit of video, these are just static videos that I took at the intersection. So this is the Boyd Bankier. Just trying to give I've got the video camera held at approximately car height, so that just to give an idea of the visibility, and I'm waiting for various cars and things to come along, and so that we can get an idea of sight distances and things like that. At this stage I haven't measured anything such as that, but we could certainly have a look at what sort of visibility is available at these sites, and sort of looking at the landform and the roads. You can see there the Dawson Road, and then the visibility to down Bankier Road to what I'm calling the north, and there we are back again. So there's quite good visibility from the actual intersections themselves, but also there's sort of a reasonable perception of visibility, I think, when you're driving towards the intersection, which I haven't quite been able to pick up with the video in the car sort of scenario. So here we are looking just there, waiting for maybe a car or something to come, so we can get a bit of an idea as to how that will all pan out. Now I've decided to flick around a little bit there and just have a bit of a look at the intersection, because nothing's really happening at this point in time, and so we're just taking a chance to have a look at the land form around there, and there's the one there. There's a slight offset at the intersection, it's not directly across the road, and here's a car there turning, and here comes another milk tanker heading down the road at a fair clip. So the milk tankers have quite good visibility, but they are a large vehicle with quite a lot of momentum, so one has to be very, very, very careful around them and make sure that people are safely crossing the intersection. So there's quite a bit of scope in here for earthwork, for working around with the intersection. The side drains there, bit of a high side over there towards that side of the intersection, but generally not too bad. And here's another car crossing through. Generally if they stop at the intersection, they're quite good visibility in both directions. Probably to the south has got good visibility, but it is the worst of the two options. Now this is from the intersection on the other side, and just having a look at that, you can see the offset there, how it's not an exact T. I'm trying here to try and get a good photo for the cover of the video actually, and experimenting a little bit with some zooming in and out, and trying to get a little bit of a picture of the land. I think I possibly should have maybe walked up and had a little bit of a look at visibility in other directions, but that wasn't to be. So this is what we've got here. So once again we can see that offset, and there's these signs, Bankier Road running left to right. We're standing in Dawson Road and looking down Boyd Road towards the give way sign, or there that we in Boyd Road, and there's a compulsory stop sign, I believe, in this side here. Well, there's the stop written on the road. You can see cars passing in through there. So visibility out of Dawson Road, obviously with the stop sign there that vehicles are supposed to stop and do the right thing. So hopefully that will shouldn't be a problem. So there's a little traffic island in there that seems to have, looks quite old. It seems to have been there for quite some while as a sort of a attempted measure at some time. So there's plenty of scope for an upgrade of the intersection, and by way of signage, and perhaps a little bit of sort of island, using islands to direct traffic in particular ways, and hopefully slow them down a little bit so that they stop and think before crossing the main Bankier Road, which is certainly the seems to have the higher traffic volume of the two roads from what we saw there today, and particularly with the milk tankers heading on down the road. There's some sort of high speed, high momentum, heavy traffic going down there, which means that we don't want small vehicles venturing out into the path of these big vehicles. So that'll pretty much do us for now. We'll leave it there. Cheers. See you.